Going live on stream, starting the music. Messaging the sound guy.
Sound guy.
It's a little high, so I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Oh, I should probably inform people that we're going live. That might be a good idea.
Yeah, I put Camelot.
That's good. Hello, Jess! Why am I waving? No one can see me. Okay, let's do our test. We'll just wait for night. For a bit. Test 1, 2.
Test 1, 2.
Test 3, 4.
Let's turn you up. Test again, Craig?
Test 3, 4.
And again?
Test 3, 4.
Okay. Kieran?
Test 1, 2.
Okay, you guys sound like you're about the same to me. Jace, can you give us an idea of how our levels are? Yeah, we're just trying to see if we're all like roughly the same loudness, cause yeah.
I think we should be fine.
Yeah. So I hope everyone is good today. We are
Greetings.
Hello.
hello.
Whoa. Sorry, I'm a little out of it. I was working until 6 today, despite the fact I'm home.
Horrible.
It's turning into a bit of a bad habit this week. But I'm here and rapidly having to switch gears. This is fine.
This happens to the best of us. Do you want help? Today, what we're going to be doing is playing with 3D dice. So do you want help turning on your 3D dice?
Yes, I have not done that on Roll20 before. So I have Roll20 open.
Okay, so you go to the little cog.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Oh, and they roll 3D dice.
And automatically roll 3D dice. Because if you don't do automatically roll 3D dice, it will ask you every time.
Okay.
Do you happen to want to roll 3D dice?
Okay, fair enough. Well, that is now selected, so that should be fine.
Okay, I'm going to turn off our music. Let's let's test out these 3D dice.
Yay! I should also post the Mythia link.
So, if you want to do a test roll for us.
Okay. Let me try. Helps if I open my character sheet. Okay, let's try. I will attempt. I don't know. I will do sword because I am a basic bitch. Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, sweet. I also can't see that because my character sheet is in the way. So let me try and minimize that a bit. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Now, if you don't want it to be that color, you can change the color by your name.
Oh yeah, I should actually do that. Because that is a garish color.
Beige.
And I am all about red. I prefer red. Let's do that again. That's better.
Oh wow, yeah, that's bright.
Yeah, let's change that to a different tone.
You could use any hex color. So.
Well, I'm going to go with. Let me just see if I can find it.
Yay, set up! I hope everyone is enjoying themselves.
It's a little bit of behind the scenes extras for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's metallic gold, because gold is the superior color. As the Emperor has made us all aware.
Okay.
I mean, orange is okay if you like that kind of thing, I guess.
I'll go for a different color.
So, everyone, shall we introduce ourselves? Because I have had people be like, who's that person? And stuff like that.
Yes.
So, I'm Dame Leslie. I'm one of the co-hosts of the Arthurian Mythia podcast. And I am running this game as well as I can. Let's go down the line. So, Kieran, you would be next.
Yep. Hi everyone, I'm Kieran. I'm an Arthurian author, and I'll be playing the character of Sir Bodwin.
Craig.
Oh. Is that really down the line?
No, it should be Night next. Night, I'm so sorry. I skipped you. I don't know why.
I mean, technically it is correct. Craig is next in the line if you look at the Roll20.
Oh, well, yeah, but I was looking at Discord, so yeah.
Yeah, no. So, hi, I am, well, we are Night. That is the handle that is used on my Tumblr blog, and which I'm most internet famous for, ? I'm not any sort of great Arthurian author, just an Arthurian enthusiast. I am, however, a HEMA instructor in real life, so that's historical European martial arts. So I teach European longsword, so a middle-aged weapon, thus I'm super interested in this kind of stuff. That's all I got for you.
Yeah.
I'm me. I'm Craig.
What a great opening.
I'm the co-host of the Arthurian Mythia podcast, along with Dame Leslie, and the co-host of, I guess, the Below Decks podcast as well. Yeah, that's a good point. I remember that one. And yeah, playing Pendragon. Yeah, let's start.
Yeah. So, Budwin has gotten to the top of this impossibly tall tower, which seems to be taller for taller on the inside than it is on the outside. And he has come face to face with Nimueh and Pelices? I'm sorry,
Pelias.
Pelias. I'm dyslexic. When I read things, I know how they look read, but I don't know. Yeah. So, I apologize. I should probably have a name guide.
I mean, none of these names are going to help you in any way. They're not exactly intuitive in their pronunciation.
You are welcomed by Nimueh, who says, I thought there were 3 of you.
And I would say, thank you, my lady. I have been sent here by Sir Kay on a quest, but it seems that my companions have been stopped by the magic of your tower. If you would be so kind as to allow them to join me here.
Well, why don't you sit while we wait? She'll motion. A very important point about Nimueh. I'd like you to make an awareness roll. No, a recognize roll. A recognize roll. She has blue eyes that are like a lake under a clear blue sky.
Okay, but I've definitely missed something about her.
You definitely missed something about her.
Take this wee seat here next to Pelias. Or as best as I can. I think I'm currently sitting with my legs out of the tower.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're sitting in the chair. The chairs just didn't end up exactly in. Why am I trying to move things around? They just didn't end up exactly where I wanted them to be. So, after some time
of uncomfortable silence,
you will be asked, you will be asked why Sir Kay has sent you.
Okay, so gonna tell her that we were at a feast in Camelot, and King Arthur's dog returned without him, and we went off in search of the king. And when we found him, we had to do battle with a magical knight and a sorceress, and we discovered that she had turned King Arthur and some of his knights into animals, and we have been unable to undo the magic, so we seek her help.
After... Oh yes, I need to take a look at your sheet. Okay, so Gyneth and Galahad are able to join you after a little bit.
Here's the stairs are really, really steep.
Why don't you come and sit?
It's just in a barrel.
I think Galahad is. I think Galahad is going to come over and take a proper seat. Sorry.
That's okay.
In the way, smoke alarm going off.
This seat's just opened up.
Galahad is currently sitting on a bookcase.
Why?
You know
why
what?
Does,
I'm going to
this
run with
place
it now.
need so many stairs?
What was that back there?
They're called stairs, Galahad.
It's a tall
Not
tower, Nimueh says.
Yeah, it's a very tall tower. Why does it have to be this tall?
I would like recognize rolls now, please, from people who have not had a chance.
Okay, recognize.
Okay.
What's that kind of thing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do one at this.
Because I absolutely recognize this.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's a no.
Natural 20. Oh yeah. Oh, if only I could have rolled that in D&D at the weekend.
Those are my thoughts exactly.
So, Nimueh is going to mention that it's a pleasure to meet Lancelot's son. I
She
don't know.
knows who you are.
What?
She knows who you are, Galahad.
Oh.
Well,
Galahad's not sure how to feel about that. I have never met this woman before.
you bear Lancelot's arms and have the eyes of someone who was raised in the lake, but I do not remember you.
Galahad's going to shake his head. I'm afraid that I do not know you either, my lady. I do not believe that we have ever encountered one another.
I am Nimueh, a lady of the lake, as Lancelot is a lord of the lake.
That would explain that. Galahad, of course, is my father, as you may have guessed by my arms.
Yes, I had assumed as much. So you all wish for me to come and help turn King Arthur and his knights back into men?
It would certainly be greatly appreciated.
I don't think
and you don't
the
have to
Queen...
come if you can do it from here. You know, if you can do a long distance thing, that would be great.
I don't think the Queen's enjoying the king being a squirrel.
Yes, well, I imagine that it's bad for the kingdom that Arthur is a squirrel.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean,
He might be a great king.
Come winter, he's going to start trying to hoard nuts.
You have
Heaven
the, you have the Pendragon crest on your shield and same eyes and hair as Arthur. I
Cute.
assume you are related?
Yeah. I'm his daughter.
Oh, how lovely. Yes.
How wonderful. Yes. We're all good family and friends here.
Nimueh is going to offer you some wine.
Should we be wary of Nimueh offering us wine?
I don't know.
Or is this a friendly gesture?
Well, I guess you'd have to make awareness rolls in order to figure it out, you know.
I'm gonna do it. I don't trust her.
Yeah, good idea. You can't trust people with magic.
Oh no, absolutely. Okay, I succeeded. Oh wait, hang on.
Didn't.
No. I was looking simple. This came up immediately after mine. Well.
Yeah, I succeeded.
She's
I
just
rolled.
being a good host. She's just being a good host.
A good host would not have stairs like that. Let's be honest here. She tried to exercise us to death. Now she's gonna poison us.
You
and
can't
it's because she doesn't want to go to Camelot. That's what I think it is.
Leg day.
Gyneth will help herself to the drink happily because, climbing all those stairs is first provoking work.
Nimueh will get everything together and then say, well, let's be off then.
Can we just rest up here for a little while longer? It's a long way down.
A little bit.
Yeah, because it's it took a while to get up here. Hey, do you have a window up here?
We do.
Oh, Gyneth will go look out the window.
You are at the top of the tower.
Yeah, can we see the ground?
Yes.
Are we above the clouds?
You are not above the clouds. You can see the ground.
Okay.
Anyone tempted to push her out, or is that just me?
I think that's just you. Probably
Yeah, that is just you.
You might ruin
that is just you, our murderous companion.
It might ruin your chances of a hermitage.
Well, that all depends on the witnesses, doesn't it?
Why do you suddenly have something against Gyneth?
I don't. I just wanted to see if fairies could fly.
Well, if you know that she can't fly, because if she could fly, she would have flown up those stairs. You know it's true.
Okay. I'll leave her alone. She's safe.
Okay, so you guys rest up and then head down the stairs. It's about 3 stories, then you're at the bottom.
Why? Wait, it's harder to go up than it was to go down. I mean, it's like it took like really. It was not that. It was a lot more steps going up.
Well, that's just how magic towers are sometimes.
I guess so. I don't like magic towers.
Venick, Merlin's grandson, has brought around horses for Nimueh and her knight.
Well, have our squires kept our horses?
Yeah, your squires kept your horses well taken care of.
Good.
And I am going to start setting up you guys on the world map. Well, we answer. Are there any questions from the chat? Wow, the map on the world map is huge.
It's always harder to go up the stairs than down. I mean, this is true.
Does anybody else have the travel music from Monty Python and the Search for the Holy Grail going through their heads?
Yeah. Honestly, we're playing Pendragon. It would be wrong if we didn't make Monty Python references.
Yeah, when I was editing last week's footage, I had to go back and listen to the Ballad of Sir Robin.
Bravely ran Sir Robin ran away.
Well, we do have someone who says that this is their first time. They don't know what to ask.
Yes, I recognize that person. That
Yes, me
is
too.
Sheep, a friend of me and mine.
Well, Sheep, our YouTube channel does currently have scaled down versions of our adventures done by Kieran. So if you want to go back and see what you missed but don't want to spend 2 hours watching people flapping about, then you can go and check that out.
Yeah, don't worry. You can ask just about anything you want. You're definitely not barred from asking anything.
But if
Wonderful.
you don't know who someone is or you need something like that explained, please feel free. Don't, you know. You're welcome. Why am I giving thumbs up? You can't see me.
I don't know. I can't see you either.
So, you guys are going to come back to the, you guys will come back to the town that you went to the previous session.
This is our opportunity to buy more rope.
Well, interestingly enough, because you guys found that dead body and put that woman to rest, the local lord has heard of this and wishes for you to come see him.
Then I guess we'll go see the local lord.
Yeah. He's a stern-looking man with a single arm. And he will welcome you. And he says that he heard that you are brave holy knights from King Arthur's court.
I'm not sure about holy, but yes, we're brave.
2 out of 3 maybe on the holy thing.
There is a monster that lives beneath my keep.
Nope. Nope.
Really? What kind of monster?
Nope.
This is the sort of thing that we should certainly look into.
Oh, definitely. What kind of monster is it? Is it like big, small, hairy?
It
is a policeman.
The wonders of living in modern UK. Anyway.
It rises from beneath the keep every night and kills my sons, though they wake up in their beds afterwards.
So
are they just having bad dreams and you want us to slay the bad dream monster?
Because kind of what's the problem here? I mean, you've got a monster and it is killing your sons, but they're not actually staying dead. So
it just sounds like they're having bad dreams about a monster attacking them while they're asleep, which is fine. We can totally deal with this monster.
Yeah, he's going to point out that there are some bloodstains in the keep.
Yeah, blood happens. So, whereabouts?
Cold water, not hot water.
How do we get
them out?
How do we get underneath your keep? Is there a cave system? Dungeon?
There is
cellar?
A cave system underneath.
Then we shall go investigate. And defeat the nightmare monster.
We certainly should. It seems like this is a worthy venture.
Yes. We need to think of the poor children in this.
This is 5th century peer pressure right here.
I'm sorry, you're the person who keeps trying to convince us to kill people.
Yeah, people, not monsters.
Or donate to your...
That's the problem, you coward.
You also want us to donate to your hermitage.
Is this the price of getting my hermitage?
I mean,
Slaying
I'm
monsters.
sure the Lord will be very generous towards us if we manage to slay this monster.
Right, well, can I just say that we need to start coming up with a fee schedule here for all these different quests that we're going on? We need to set rates depending on the size of the monster, how long it takes us.
Okay, Sir Capitalist, you can draw that up for us.
Okay, now I'm in. Now that I see that there's a profit angle to this, I'm in.
He's going to.
Surely, Sir Baldwin,
Okay, so
you as a holy man know that the true reward is found within, in God's kingdom.
Yes, but the kingdom of God comes much, 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 much later than people think it does. Okay? Now, it may be easier to pass through the eye of a needle and all that business, but I'd rather, have the money now and then the reward later on. Sorry, do
so
do,
your
do carry on.
your generosity is 13 and your selfishness is 17. I feel like I have to change this now.
He's generous to himself. I mean, I think he misunderstood what generosity was. No, I honestly don't know where I'm going with this character. I did not intend for it to go this way, but it just feels more natural to play this kind of
I'm gonna set your
bloodthirsty capitalist.
I'm gonna set your generosity to 10 and your selfishness to 10.
Okay.
Seems fair.
So, what order are you like you can walk together. Are you going into the tunnels in any particular order? And are you bringing anybody else with you, like your squires?
Squires
My
should look
squire
after
has
the
been
horses.
through some shit. I think he can have a bit of a break.
Yeah, they can
Can we
look
bring
after the
Nimueh?
horses.
Can we put her to work? Or is this not her her jam?
Nimueh is going to wait outside. You can bring Venick
Nimueh's
with
also
you.
Smart woman.
Nimueh's also the only one who can turn King Arthur back from being a squirrel, so I don't think we should take her into a dangerous cave.
You can bring Venick with you.
Okay. Is he good with a sword?
Yeah, he is a knight.
Okay. Do we want to bring Venick?
Sure, let's bring Venick.
Okay, so are we prepared to venture forth?
So no squires, but Venick is what I'm hearing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, my squire has seen some shit. He deserves a break.
We are being asked, what did you do to these poor squires?
Well, he got turned into an animal at one point. That was
They're
fun.
fine. They're fine. They just complain a lot for no reason.
When have I had your squires complain?
I mean, if they're complaining, that means that they had to summon up the courage to get to that point. Let's nip it in the bud, shall we? Unless the DM is saying you should probably bring your squire.
No. The GM is just like, I don't understand why you're saying that the squires complain. So, please order yourself how you would like to as you enter this cave. I spent a lot of time designing.
Gyneth shall lead the way.
I'm going to take up the rear, not because I'm a coward, but because I think that someone should protect our way out and make sure that we have a clear way out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to zoom back in again. I think Galahad is going to go behind Gyneth there.
Venick is going to go beside Gyneth.
Oh, no. In that case, I'm going to have to take her other side.
What? Well, okay, in that case, I'm going to cook over here then. I lead.
Out of the darkness.
I lead.
So,
Does anyone else ship Galahad and Gyneth? I'm starting
No,
to. I feel like
please
there's tension there.
I guess
Please, for the love of God, no.
Can you guys move yourselves back down? Because
when Galahad does.
Go ahead. Blink.
Okay, I gotta move you guys back down.
Move Galahad first.
The DM
Well done,
cracked
thank you.
before the players did. Oh, okay.
Get back in.
Ah.
Hey.
You are still metaphorically at the front of the party. I am just there to make sure that I put a shield between you and whatever might come forward.
I have a shield.
Okay, but you're also not built for fighting.
And is yet the best fighter out of all of us.
I know, it's amazing.
So, coming out of the darkness is a creature that would look like a bear, but a bear... What did I do?
I don't know.
It's not an owlbear, is it?
No, it's not an owlbear. A bear does not have that many teeth.
So, what do we see? It is the rabbit.
A bear does not have that many teeth.
According to the chat, it is a rabbit.
It has 4 eyes and large claws.
Okay, that's nice.
Okay, Baldwin,
it's a big,
this is
scary
yours.
thing. Sorry, say what?
I said, come on, Baldwin,
apparently it's
this
up
is yours.
to me.
You've got this.
Even though all of you wanted it, you were literally fighting for who got to go first.
You've got
I didn't
this.
hear what was said. Oh, is that to me or is that to Baldwin? Or
Baldwin, yeah.
Okay. Yep, you got it. Go ahead, Tiger.
Right. Let's have you then, if you're hard enough. Anything that I need to know before I start swinging my sword blindly?
Well, like, you can all fight it at once. It's kind of...
Yeah, true.
I mean, we could, but where's the honor in that?
It's a giant nightmare beast that slaughters this lord's family every night.
I know, and Baldwin wants to take all the glory for himself so that he can charge, extravagant rates from the Lord. I think he should go right ahead.
He's the first ever consultant, ever. He charges for his nightly duties at an hourly rate. Right. Well, I suppose then we will all sort of attack one by one, but in unison. I will make a sword strike first and see what happens.
Okay, move up to the monster. I am going to...
Fumble.
Okay, well, that's off to a good start. I better get in there. I'm guessing that the monster gets to attack back.
Yes, but I'm using the DM roll because now I have 2 things. So.
Oh no.
The monster does miss, though, so you both miss each other.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get up here and have a go as well.
Okay.
I'll slide myself right in there. Okay, so we are not mounted, so I'm just going to attack with my sword. Oh, hey, I got a success.
Yay!
And now, I guess it gets to attack back.
Oh, it hits.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. It's going to do 19 damage to you.
Oof. Okay.
Well, remember, you soak 16.
Okay. So I take like 3 points of damage.
Yes.
That's This is good. Thank goodness. Holy crap. Okay. But I have not harmed it.
We're being asked if that's much.
Well, put it this way. My boy Galahad has 28 hit points. So if I wasn't wearing armor, I would be halfway to dead right now.
Yeah. The hit point level is low. And the heal rate is, unless you have someone who's a magic healer, and luckily there are several in Arthurian myth, you heal once a day, once a week, on Sundays only. So a character can be gone for months. But I mean, that fits with the legends, right? Where Gyneth.
It kind of fits with real life, though. I mean, if you take a hit, you're gonna not a quick recovery. Anyway,
Yeah, it's going to take a couple of weeks for that arm to grow back of that guy that you chopped off.
There you go. Move up to flank the beastie and attack with my sword. Free.
Let's see how this does. Oh, it rolled like a 16, and it's dividing its attacks between all of you, so.
Huzzah.
Oh boy.
You get to do damage.
Yeah. What's my damage? Oh yeah, a whole 3d6.
Man, Christmas came early.
Oh, 7, yes. Look at that.
Seven damage.
Before it soaks.
Before it soaks.
So I might just trim its fur off or something. I don't know. I think that's pretty much all I achieved with that.
Vedic is going to move up here. His sword looks like the handle was once part of a staff, but has been fashioned into a sword. And he is going to swing it at the monster.
Yay.
Oh, well, I typed the wrong thing. Let's just roll for him normally. He's your ally. You can see what he rolls. Oh, he hits.
Yay. Come on, Fennec.
Ooh, 17 damage.
Nice.
Now we're back up to Sir Baldwin.
Okay. Sword strike again. Yes, success.
How does the monster roll? The monster literally just rolled a 2.
Excellent.
Let's see how much damage he does to you.
Good old monster.
12 damage to you.
And is that including or not including my armor?
That's before your 16 soak.
So you feel its teeth chomp down on you, but they don't penetrate your armor.
Yeah.
They're gonna tear at you, but yeah, they can't find any purchase getting through your plate mail.
Galahad is next.
Yay! Okay, let's see if I do better this time. Please hit. Okay, I rolled an 11.
Okay, let's see what the monster
Not
rolls.
bad.
The monster rolls an 8.
Okay, so I win that one.
Yep.
Grand. Let's go ahead. Okay, down.
Ooh, nice.
3, 4, 5, 6.
20 points.
20 points of damage.
Damn.
Doing
Okay,
good.
Galahad is better with a sword than I am.
The monster is wounded, but still moving. It's going to let out a roar that sounds different to each of you, like something from a nightmare that each of you barely remember.
Ooh, cool.
Ooh. Spooky stuff.
Gyneth, it is your turn.
But gonna stab it now. $13.
Ooh, success.
Victory.
Oh, yes, I should probably roll for it.
Yes, you should.
It rolled a 7.
Huzzah. Attack. Now, fear this awesome damage. 11.
It's pretty good.
This mediocre damage. 11.
It was blank on my screen for so long, and I thought you had rolled blank damage.
Venek hits. It does 12 damage. Back up to Baldwin. The creature is...
You can do it.
The creature is not going to attempt to swipe at you. It wants to reserve its abilities to attack Galahad.
I mean, fair.
Okay, I'll try not to feel insulted there.
I'm more than happy that Galahad gets attacked.
Okay, 1.
So you hit.
What did it roll, sorry? Oh.
It's not rolling to attack him. It's just...
my apologies.
Because the way that you split... Ooh!
Oh, nice. 24.
Yeah, I'm going to say that what happens here is that the creature goes for Galahad to swallow the other knight whole, and Mudwyn takes the open instance to chop its head clean off.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. That's 60 gold now that the this lord owes me for that.
I think Pendragon in general uses silver.
Oh, okay. I felt
You
like
keep
it
getting
was
them. You
in
keep
that
getting
kind of price
the killing
bracket.
blows. I feel like somehow you are more worthy of all the money that we're earning, actually.
Pendragon actually uses, I think, Roman currency.
Ah.
Denarii. Okay, sitting working out the exchange rate here.
Yeah, one denarii is equal to a bit of a horse.
So what happens now to this creature? Is it dead? Or is it coming back for more?
It appears to be dead.
Excellent. Okay, good work, everyone.
The Lord is going... I'm assuming that you're heading back to the Lord, because...
Yeah, we should probably take the head as a trophy.
Yeah. He
Baldwin,
was going
could you
to
move its
offer...
head?
Yep,
You know exactly what you want.
The local lord is going to offer to have it stuffed for you.
Lovely.
And offer for you to take some time to clean yourselves up before you continue your journey, because
that's a good idea.
That might be wise. We are kind of a state after that. Especially Baldwin, who's covered in arterial spray.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Is anyone in any need of any first aid so I can make another atrocious roll for it?
Oh, yeah,
no, I'm good. Thank you.
All.
I mean,
Gala,
I took like 3 points of damage, but it's fine.
You should probably get some first aid on that because you can.
Nah, I'm good.
The storyteller is telling you that's a good idea to get first aid on that, because you can only get first aid because first aid only heals like 1d4 damage.
Okay, fine. I guess I will let Sir Baldwin go ahead.
Good luck.
I'm going to get you to sign a disclaimer first, so that anything that happens to you isn't a result of me.
If I die, I will personally haunt you and your family and your hermitage, and I will curse you to the 10th generation.
Well, it didn't work. Just as long as I didn't actually make you worse.
No, you didn't make it worse.
Not
Okay.
Yet.
You know what? I'm just going to try first aid on myself. I got a success.
Yay!
There.
Roll 1d4 plus 1.
1 plus 1, so 2.
You heal 2 damage.
Cool, I'm almost back to full.
So,
I'm 1 hit point away from full health.
A bit of praying and time off, and you'll be right as rain.
Just let it be known that the murder monk is actually not a great healer. Who would have guessed?
Which is so sad, because I thought that could be like another revenue stream for me.
Your squire is excellent.
I think you need to stick to fleecing down old lords.
Your squire is excellent at healing people.
Mine or Sir Baldwin's?
Sir Baldwin's. He witnessed a holy miracle of someone being healed, and now he heals people for a d6 instead of a d4.
Oh, okay. So everybody ask my squire for first aid in the future.
Hellas, please heal us.
Please, not Sir Baldwin, please. Anyone but Sir Baldwin.
Sir Baldwin just comes up to us like, okay, so I've got an elixir of lead and pomegranate. Hopefully it will make your liver better.
I feel like he's the type, he just sticks his fingers in open wounds without washing his hands. And it's like, right, let's have a poke around here, this is bound to help.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's a noble. His hands are naturally clean. Oh, a little bit of old gallows humor.
Look, I've been adventuring with him. I know where those hands have been, and I don't want them near me.
So, the Lord will let you guys spend the night. Merrick is going to ask you how you're doing since you were wounded, and Merrick is your squire and your buddy since childhood. So
I remember. Good old Merrick. Well, it was fine. We managed to slay the literally nightmarish monstrosity. Certainly didn't like me that much, but I'm quite all right. I gave myself attention, and I should be right after a little bit of time to rest.
he'll nod to you. Well, I'm glad that you're doing well.
As am I, my old friend. Although Sir Baldwin certainly does unsettle me with the amount of faith he places in the material.
A little bit of a worldly man comparatively to the people we grew up with?
More than a little. You tend to think that holy men are apart from the material world, as if constantly awaiting the world's eternal. Sir Baldwin, on the other hand, seems to want to finance his way to the eternal kingdom, and will happily fleece down anyone for as much as he can get towards that end. It's a little peculiar.
I love how you both have taken this opportunity to talk shit about my character. Like, I think the story was meant to be going somewhere else about your experiences fighting the monster, but instead you're pointing out my obsession with matters financial.
It's Galahad. What did you expect? This is the guy
I'll
who will
remember
talk
this
shit
the
about
next
his
time
own...
I fail at first aid.
This is Galahad. He talks shit later about his own dad. Come on.
To be fair, his dad is Lancelot and deserves a lot of shit.
I mean,
talked
yes,
about
he
him.
is an obvious and easy target.
So, it's road encounter time, people.
Okay, let's see what the road has to throw at us this time. I mean, it was pretty good the last time. We met those nice monks who gave us that gift. And also we had that lovely encounter with Rope Merchant.
Which led to you fighting a nightmare beast this turn?
Yeah, in a roundabout way, but oh, we need to clear up. How much money did we get from the Lord as a thank you for killing the nightmare beast?
He will give you £6.
Oh, nice man, thank you.
That is a lot of money.
Don't worry, I'm tracking it here. I got £3 from the merchant the last time, so far I'm sitting on £9. I have a little sort of spreadsheet on a scroll. Sorry, to carry on.
So, you guys traveled to... Maybe I should use the... You end up traveling to about here. And an old, weary knight who has uncared for armor. Like, not uncared for armor, but it's old, and it's obvious that he cannot afford to keep it in good condition. He's obviously a traveling mercenary rather than like somebody's vessel. He is with a young man who does have a tabard that's yellow with a blue bat in the center and black lines above and below, which indicates that he's one of King Richard's children. He has like 63, so like you don't know which one this is.
I love that.
Why should they know which one that is?
But the man in the old worn armor will tell you that he needs your help protecting a village, but he cannot pay you any money.
What are we protecting
We're on
the
it.
village from?
What?
What are we protecting the village from?
The Saxons.
We are definitely on it. We are on it like a very on it thing.
Let's protect the village from the Sassenach.
From the English?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the Saxons, you know?
No, it was an Outlander joke. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that because I'm sure I can maybe get some money off some dead Saxons. They might be carrying stuff of value.
If they're raiding, they probably don't have any money on them.
Maybe they have money that they stole from other people, and
then you should probably look to return the money to those people.
Yes, but what if they stole it from like a monastery? So technically,
it's quite all right. They are Saxons, and remember, as our Lord Savior said, "Love thy neighbor as thyself," unless he's a Saxon, in which case, kill the bastard.
See, I'm not as anti-Saxon as you. My character is quite neutral towards the Saxons, probably because of their financial irrelevance to him. But I go where my party goes. I go where my party goes. If they are going to defend this village from Saxons, then I will back you up.
So this is where Galahad goes from being God's knight to a Charlemagne XP and goes, "Okay, so has anyone heard of the Field of Verdun?"
Nope.
Okay, well, let me demonstrate. Anyway, we should probably actually go help that village. It seems like they might need our help.
Yeah. Nimueh and her group will come with you.
Okay, so we have Nimueh backing us. This is good. The portents are great for this.
I want everyone to... Nimueh is going to say some words as it gets time for the battle to take place, and I want everyone to roll a d20.
Okay.
Note down those numbers. You can sub them in for any number that you roll.
I don't think I will be.
Later on during the fight.
So, okay. Well, I still have that effect from game 1, and I still remember what that was, so I'm going to save that. Oh, they stack. Sweet. Okay, well, unfortunately, I don't think there are many occasions in which I wanted to. So, unless I have something like a 5 thing, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Just note them down because you have this one until the end of combat.
Okay.
So, you'll come to a small village. Obviously, it's not a big place. It has some farmers and workers, and they're kind of together for protection. At dusk, you'll kind of get this feeling, and then the Saxons are going to come out of the night, and they're going to
start... Night with an N, not night with a K.
Night with an N.
Because that would be very bizarre.
So they appear from the night.
Yes, with torches ready to torch the town, steal livestock and people away.
It's always torching and burning, and why can't the Saxons ever do anything productive, you know?
So,
guess here I go killing things again.
Yep.
I'm going to say I'm on horseback, because why wouldn't I be? I'm going to go ahead and charge this guy. How many of them are there that we can see?
There are enough that you guys each get your own opponent.
Oh, sweet. Well, I'm going to charge one of them on horseback, so...
He's going to throw a javelin at you.
Ah, bastard. It's not allowed to do that.
Throw one back.
I don't have one. I'm not some rock-haired, like, Percival. Does he hit me?
He misses.
Oh, thank goodness. Cool. Well, I'm going to charge him in the meantime and see if I can lance him. Yeah. Cool, I succeeded.
Okay, roll your damage.
Okay, that is based off of... Is that based off of horsemanship in this? I can't remember how
Are
it
you
works on
using your
horseback.
lance or your sword?
Lance.
Then it's based off your horse.
Oh, my horse. Okay, in that case. Yeah. 23.
23.
Take that, yes, Saxon. Galahad, do you even have stirrups for lancing in 500 AD? Well, that's a good question, Athelstan. But as far as I'm aware, we have plate armor in 500 AD. So you know what? Probably. This is like a Conan-style situation in which it is a time before time, a time lost to the world.
Yeah, it's not really historically accurate that King Arthur was turned into a squirrel.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Are you really sure?
There's definitely nothing in archaeology that suggests Arthur was ever turned into a squirrel.
How would you know if he got turned back? It's all because of us. We were brave.
Okay, so I guess now that we've done Galahad, Ludwin, what are you doing?
Okay, I am also going to make a charge with my lance at the Saxon.
Okay.
I learnt my lesson from our last 2 engagements. I'm staying on the horse.
He is going to try and axe you.
Okay. Well, I failed with the lance attack anyway, so how did he do with his axe?
Remember, you can substitute your number in.
Oh, yes. Can I substitute my 11 in that Nimueh gave me?
Yeah. And he rolled a 9, so you will hit.
Oh, okay. And then damage.
Damage is horse. Yeah.
Oof.
30! Oh, if he didn't have his armor and his shield, he would be dead.
Okay.
Okay. Gyneth is next.
I'll ride at them with my lance.
Okay.
And try to skewer them like a kebab. It's an 18. So I'll swap in the 4 I had from last game, I think.
Okay. Here.
That was just shit. Wait, are they on like the ground?
Yes, that does. Oh yeah, that gives you guys a +5.
Yeah.
Boy, that would have been nice last turn. I still hit either way, but...
Yeah, sorry.
Cool. Okay. So I hit.
He rolled a 12. Yeah, you
Excellent.
definitely hit.
Die, you bastard. $25.
25. I should have my calculator out. Why don't I have my calculator out? Okay. So back up to Galahad. Remember, you have a +5, which I forgot about. Because you are on a horse and he is not.
In that case, I mean, I'm also at close range now, and if he's not dead, I have to use my sword to get him.
Yeah, but you're still got higher ground from being on a horse.
Okay, that's fine. So the modified value is 5.
He rolled a 10.
I rolled 15.
Okay.
Doesn't that mean that... Oh, no, my threshold is 20, so I actually won that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, roll for damage. Could have been better, but could have been worse.
Yeah, he will soak that.
Ah, damn it.
Woodwin.
Okay. Coming back then for another go on horse with the lance.
Okay, he's gonna try and axe you. He rolls a 9, so you hit.
Okay. Damage then is 23.
Oh, you're not rolling horse damage anymore because you're not using a lance.
Oh, but I did roll a lance. Sorry, was I meant to roll for sword?
Yeah, because you're... You know what? I'm not going to worry about it right now.
Okay.
But just next time, keep in mind that when you're close, you kind of have to change up to sword.
Okay.
Your guy is knocked out.
Cool.
Still alive, though, which happens very rarely in this game.
Don't worry, I'll cut his throat later and steal him everything he's got.
As a brave knight should do.
Okay, so, Gyneth, it is your turn. I'd like to remind you that you do have supernatural abilities when it comes to socials. So your ability to terrorize people using your fey nature is a thing that exists.
Cool. 12.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Roll damage. 12.
And let's see here. He rolls a 20, so you actually managed to do damage to him.
Hooray!
And we're back up to Galahad.
Okay, I guess sword again.
Yeah, go for it.
Yay!
Ooh,
Well, I got a 19 out of 20.
almost a crit. There's no way he can beat this, but I'm going to roll to see if he gets his shield to soak.
Okay.
He does not get a shield to soak. So roll your damage.
16.
Okay, so...
Point out you both rolled 19 there, so technically the axe is now broken. Because whenever you roll a two numbers, same two numbers.
I thought I said 16.
Oh, I thought you rolled a 19.
No, I rolled a 16.
No, I rolled 16.
Well, I rolled 16 for him to hit, and then Knight rolled 16 damage, which is probably what you're thinking. Galahad, your opponent is unconscious as well.
Hooray!
So Baldwin, what do you want to do? Combat's kind of raging around you, but...
Does anyone want my help, or should I just take this time to rifle through dead Saxons for cash? Anyone want a hand, or?
I mean, I'm fine. I haven't taken a single point of damage here.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, well then I'm going to take this time to have a little rest and rifle through my unconscious opponent's pockets if I can.
Good old corpse looting.
Okay.
Do I need to make a roll for that?
No, I'm just doing some quick looking up of stuff. But I will take Gyneth next while I wait for some things to load.
Okay, attack again.
Okay.
$13.
13. Let's see here. He gets 10, so he will get his shield. So roll your damage.
10.
He'll soak that.
Good. So next up is...
This Saxon has a belt that's made out of a polished bronze.
Ooh.
Ooh. And
That's
next
mine now.
it's yours now. It's a very nicely made belt. It looks like he probably took it off a knight he killed.
Okay, doke, that's mine now. We will debate the ethics of whether or not I should return it to his owner at a later stage.
Oh, I suspect his owner's not gonna need it anymore.
Fine
Should
by me.
I'm going to check this Saxon that I've defeated as well, I think.
Okay.
Because, you know, it's Saxon. A Saxon. It's not like he's a person or anything. What do I need to roll here?
Just let me
Oh,
have a moment.
okay.
Oh no! The stream was acting weird for a second, so I was like, no!
Oh.
No! So, let's see here. This Saxon has a bone whistle on them.
Okay.
An intricately carved whistle made out of bone. Maybe ivory, you're not entirely sure. It's a strange item, to be sure. So, Craig, it sounds like Everyone's allowing you to deal with your own
Cool.
own dude.
Excellent.
So roll again.
3.
3. Let's see if they hit. Oh, they rolled a 20. So they miss.
Okay. Damage time. 9.
9. You're wearing them down.
Cool.
They are still conscious, though. Oh, by the way, did you guys want to finish off your Saxons?
I kind of feel like I need to make the attempt at telling him to maybe sort his life out, go home and rethink his life. But, you know, on the other hand, he is a Saxon.
You guys do have an awful lot of rope, though.
This is true. However, Sir Baldwin is the local rope merchant, and I'd need to try and wrangle with him and probably pay him because, you know, he will not give me any of that for free.
The Saxons aren't good enough for rope, let's be honest.
Okay. So, Gyneth, I'm gonna assume that you are going again.
Yeah, sure.
He rolled
7.
a 4.
Excellent. Okay. Damage. 11.
Not enough to damage him.
Cool.
So,
I'm just going to keep rolling dice until we
yeah.
finish him off. 15, which would have been a crit, but it isn't a crit.
And he rolled a 19.
Swing and a miss. See, this is... I've not built this character to do any hand-to-hand combat.
So, that...
But she's
unconscious.
kind of just... She's playing with her food, really, at this point.
Yes.
It's just...
Unconscious.
Ah, that's easy. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Are you gonna... Are you gonna loot the Saxon?
What? No, there's blood all over him.
Are you gonna have your squire loot the Saxon?
What? No, he'll get blood all over him.
Can I loot the Saxon?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
You find a small, highly polished brass bell.
Highly polished brass bell. Okay.
Do you ring it?
Ding dong.
No, because I feel like it's gonna like summon some sort of unearthly creature, or maybe like just more Saxons hiding in the tree lines. Oh no!
Ring it.
Gonna save it for the hermitage.
Ring the bell. Wait, you're gonna ring the bell in your hermitage where you're alone and no one's around to help you.
Okay, maybe that's a sensible plan.
The villagers are going to give you what they can in the way of food and provisions, and thank you for saving them.
Thank you, villagers. It's our pleasure to help you in your hour of need.
It was no great feat of ours. We just happened to be passing through.
Oh yeah, and Kieran, let me know if you ring the
That's
bell.
what any good Christian would do.
Okay, I'll write that down in my book that I have to let you know if I ring the bell.
That's always a good sign.
It's highly important.
That at some point I ring that bell.
Well, no, that you tell me if you ring it.
See, now my curiosity's starting to get to me, I think. Maybe not this stream, but certainly maybe the next one. I think I will ring the bell, and I
In a
think
bit
I'll
of
wait till like
Camelot.
a really inopportune moment.
You're just going to start throwing things at an enemy and just throw the bell, which rings.
So I'll do one more road encounter for you guys.
I was looking at the price list in the source book, and I can see that I have enough at the minute for a chapel and a manor hall. So the hermitage is taking shape.
Yeah.
A chapel and a manor hall.
Yeah.
You should just have a hut. That's all you need is a hut.
Well, it could be a nice hermitage. And then sure, wasn't it your idea to have like a Patreon for it and people come and did have different levels of subscription? So we'll need to be able to offer them like a suite and maybe like their own kind of special bench in the chapel for praying.
Patreon only section of the chapel.
So, you are going to have no more significant encounters. You do come in contact with a merchant who's heading into Camelot, but there's nothing.
Is he selling rope?
Let's find out what he's selling, because that's what random tables are for. I loves me my random tables. He is selling. He is selling a bunch of gambling fare. You know, games, dice, all that kind of thing.
I'll pass. I feel like Sir Baldwin doesn't go in for that sort of thing.
He has respectable games too, like chess.
I mean, chess is good. Chess is a game we can all play. Of course, Sir Baldwin will make you pay to play with him. He has a pay to play scheme. He tells you that it's free to play, but you only get like the pawns to begin with. Athelstan says, "Real nobles play." Well, good thing we are Middle Ages style knights and therefore only care about chess. Oh no, Sir Baldwin is Electronic Arts.
Guys, hold on a second. My daughter is out front of the house.
Oh.
Hunt her down. Quickly.
Take her down.
I mean, that might be a good opportunity if the chat want to jump in, if they have any theories about what happens when I ring this bell.
I'm guessing that you ring it and a waiter will appear from nowhere and ask you if you want anything in the world, but he can only get you certain things and only when not observed.
Okay, I mean, that sounds like that could be beneficial, but then like...
Oh, and he will sound like a very upper-class British gentleman from the far future, and his name is Mr. Deeds.
Okay.
I think when you ring that bell, an angel will get its wings.
Oh, that's sweet.
I see what you've done there, knight, says she. Well, I hope so. I hope people got that reference.
Sorry about that. My daughter just yelled at me to stop talking.
Oh, good. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, she just wanted to water the plants and was out front where our water spout is. So, luckily, Tim the Enchanter appears. I see. I guess you guys are talking about ringing the bell.
Yeah, I was put
Yeah.
out to chat to see did they have any theories on what happens when I ring this bell. But I'm saving it for like a real, like a crucial moment.
So, on your way to Camelot Oso, Bennick is going to compliment Lady Gyneth. On her determination in the face of the brutal Saxons.
Oh, it's nothing. So it was a easy fight. Person didn't even come close to landing a blow on me.
Obviously because of your skill.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, he is going to flirt a little bit with you.
Ah, very nice.
I have learned that apparently I need to inform players of when that is happening. Because
Well, actually, you could just make us roll because there is the flirting. I'll roll flirting.
Okay.
And
if you want to flirt with him, then
if I succeed, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See, success. There you go. Flirt. Flirt is on.
Right, take it away, Craig. Let's see your game.
If only flirting was as easy as rolling a d20 in real life.
It depends who you're flirting with.
No, it really doesn't.
So, yeah, the two of you get a good back and forth going, and he's rather taken with you because...
Of course, yeah, he's only human.
Unless he's part demon, which...
Unless he's part demon, but whatever, yeah. He's only part human, yeah.
Sheep asks, is that Christian? Well, I know Gwyneth's character, her religion is pagan. And
definitely not Christian.
Definitely not Christian. Vennick is Merlin's grandson, and Merlin in several stories is half demon and a failed antichrist.
The Black Beast of all.
So, your group I'm assuming Gyneth is going to be first in the door because...
Of course, yeah.
That's Gyneth. That's just how she rolls. Oh, Hellas and Merrick have been getting along rather well. Wigmer is a little on the strange side, so...
He's not strange. I don't know what you're talking about. My squire is perfectly nice.
I didn't say he wasn't nice. I just said that he was strange.
He's perfectly nice.
I mean, someday we'll get to the bottom of the whole being raised by sea serpents thing. We want to meet his foster parents.
Imagine going to school was a bit of a problem. Sea serpent school, you have to hold your breath, surely, to 10 classes.
So I was thinking more that he went to human school and then it was difficult for them to come to like parents' evening and the school play.
Well, according to the resource I used in order to look him up, his first mother was a hag, and
Right,
then
yeah.
he got raised by a sea serpent,
Mm.
and then he progressed to being raised by Arthur's uncle?
Oh, there you go. That's
Now, I changed it up to raised by fairies so that he could be a childhood friend of Gyneth's. But he is an actual character from myths and legends and such. Which, I just found him very amusing. You all arrive back in the hall.
Hooray!
hooray. With Nimueh, Pelias, Venuk. Excellent.
Okay, so we're going to have to move all the way up to the front. Unless there's someone to actually speak for us. But I'm guessing that we have to head up there.
Kay is going to welcome you home and say that they haven't. You're all fighting to be closest to the high table, I see.
Gyneth is just
right.
being a pain.
What's that, Kay? Yeah, okay.
Kay is going to welcome you home.
Just take my seat at the high table.
He's going to say, niece, I'm glad that you have returned with your companions.
Yes, they did a fine job. We have brought the Lady Nimueh. She's all the way at the back of the hall there.
Wave Nimueh.
Nimueh will come forward. And she is going to inform everyone that she can break this curse.
Well, that's a good sign.
Hooray.
Hooray! We brought the person who can actually do what we brought her here for.
She technically kind of waited till we got back here because she never once said that she could or couldn't do it.
Yeah, we just got lucky on that one.
Wayne and the Otter Tor look happy.
Yes.
Yes, excellent. Have they been having to feed off worms and stuff to buy?
Let's not think about that.
Snails? They snail. Well, badgers eat snail. What do otters? Otters eat fish, so yeah, I guess that's fine for Tor. There, he's just been having a fish diet. Who was the heart again?
Saphir.
Saphir, well,
Oh yeah, the
Graph,
sexy
I
knight.
guess.
The sexy knight's brother, thank you very much. Because you haven't seen
Oh,
Saphir as a human yet.
Palamede, right,
I
yes.
think Saphir would happily describe himself as sexy too.
Yes, definitely.
He has to eat grass. The wild cat, Huan, would need mice, I guess. Hares, grass, wolf, meat. Cabal's still there. And well, of course, we've got plenty of nuts for Arthur. They're all his they're all his knights. Nuts. Okay, I'll be quiet.
So, Nimueh is also going to greet Lancelot as her brother and confirm that Galahad is definitely his son.
Sorry, Galahad's going to be like, here, like, yes! I mean, yes, good.
You're standing next to your aunt.
That's an uncomfortable thought. Didn't know I had an aunt. This is weird.
You have plenty of aunts, because Lancelot was basically raised in, like, the Lady of the Lakes orphanage.
I mean, yes, however, I did not know that I had an aunt until now. This is weird.
Lancelot is going to nod to that and say that he will have to welcome you properly and get you introduced to the rest of your family.
Yay.
Though he still
Introduce
seems
you
a
to
little...
his wife and his mistress. So anyways, back to Gabe. He will have to introduce you to the rest of the family, though he still looks a little on the uncomfortable side because he didn't have the greatest relationship with your mom.
Yeah, I can actually sympathize with that OOC.
Oh.
I see, I can kind of sympathize with that a little bit.
I don't think that your mom's IC has quite come... Bridget, can you go see Dad? Go see your dad.
May I see you?
No. Well, you're seeing me, but I can't help you right now. I'm busy doing something else.
What are you doing?
I'm running a game for people. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
There you go.
Hi, Bridget.
I would get the for Minecraft Java edition.
You want to go play some Minecraft? We'll go play some Minecraft, boo. Go on.
I want to get the sunlight. I wish I have
And lock the door.
I do not have a lock for the door, fortunately.
There you go. There's a problem.
So, Nimueh is going to throw something into each of the fire pits, and blue and purple smoke will start to rise and fill the hall.
Fire hazard.
That's neat pyrotechnics there.
The wolf behind Gyneth
Yay.
will grow and shift into a man with long colored braided hair with light colored braided hair.
Ooh.
He is wearing a tabard, which, well, let's
It's literally on screen, I'd imagine.
yeah. I'm going to just zoom up so that everyone can see the animals as they change. He's a very strong looking man of average height. And
Gyneth will greet Sin back. Ah, welcome back, Sin.
I don't recognize these people.
I won't feed you any more wolf treats or raw bones or anything like that.
oh, I don't mind the odd raw bone, he says.
Weird. Okay. That's strange.
Marrow's great for the skin.
Yeah, but you need to cook the marrow.
Lou is a pretty common looking knight. He is dressed in a very nice armor and a very nice tabard and very well. He's dressed very well for a bodyguard. Let's put Saphir in his actual seat. Saphir looks a lot like Palomedes, but younger. And his hair and beard is cut in a more Roman Brittonic style than his brother, who wears his hair in a more Persian manner. No, Sir Urson did not turn into a bear, he turned into a wolf. I decided to only have one eye roll. This is the problem with having like 80 different characters. Having to find their crest when they turn back into humans. Kulich is alive, and Kullik is turned back. He has some facial features in common with Arthur, but he looks more like Igraine than he does like Gyneth.
Just point out Arthur's currently a squirrel, so you think Kullik looks like a squirrel right now?
No, but like we know what.
He's got nice big cheek pouches just to store food in.
And yes, Arthur was a squirrel. Arthur is a
Hooray.
man with graying black hair and intense amber eyes. And the puppy is going to come and sit in front of him.
So Arthur, I have complaints about your daughter.
Galahad has complaints about everybody by the sounds of it.
What are your complaints about his daughter?
I mean, apart from the fact that she is so up herself. Literally the whole I need to go first, but I'm literally just trying to make sure you don't die.
Oh, there's Sator.
Sator is a man with honey brown hair. Like, like a dark honey color. I'm sure you guys understand. And
Yes.
like almost like eyes that are at once green and blue at the same time. Kind of like an aqua or a teal. He has no beard. And his hair is a little longer than is respectable Brittonic, but not long enough to be Saxoness.
And Gawain remains a badger for all of time.
It'll make it easier to bite Lancelot later.
They're just going to keep him dressed as a little knight.
They'll fashion badger-shaped
badger
armor
knight.
for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Gawain has fiery red hair, but the amber eyes that come from Arthur's side of the family still.
The Pendragon side of the family.
Yeah. So everyone is restored, and okay, so everyone is restored. Nimueh is offered a spot beside Lancelot, and she's going to suggest that Galahad sit there.
Uh-oh.
Which is not normal because he's a bastard and not recognized, so he's not technically he shouldn't be sitting at the head table.
I mean, technically. I mean, where did you say that he should sit? Galahad is going to look to Lancelot here. Like, I'm not sure if this is okay.
Lancelot will slowly motion to sit beside him. Unless you feel uncomfortable, Lancelot says. And then I'm sure that you could sit beside Lady Camelot.
Where's that? Oh, down there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone's labeled. I labeled everyone!
I mean, the thing is, does one refuse the word of the Lady of the Lake?
Except for some reason, Bedivere doesn't seem to have a label on him.
I'm going to say, rather than risk the ire of the Lady of the Lake, I am going to have Galahad go sit in the seat that was set for him. Although he's going to look a little bit awkward about this.
Nimueh will plop down right between Mordred and Calamon.
Just like, yep, this is where I need to be.
Arthur is going to talk to Guinevere for a little bit, and they will hold hands and declare that there will be a celebration for everybody returning.
And Baldwin has to keep standing.
And we didn't even have to eat the minstrels.
I mean, I was hoping to sit beside my future patron, Lady Nimueh.
Yeah, you can sit with her.
Me.
Yeah, she'd be happy for you to sit with her. Despite the fact that that is all the way down here.
Look, I've just spent has it been like a week on the road with these guys? I need some space here at this point.
Nimueh is also going to introduce Venick to the court, which does also raise some interest because Merlin's grandson. So, you guys will have time to inquire and do courtly things next game, and then I think after celebration and maybe a little joust, I'll wrap up this group of sessions.
Awesome.
And then we'll finish, and then if it's okay with you guys, we'll finish the video game that we were doing before, and then come back to this if you feel up to it.
Dance of Death,
Dance of
Dulac and
Death.
Faye.
Yeah.
Yes, as Lancelot and Morgana go through Victorian London trying to solve the crimes of Jack the Ripper.
With a sex worker.
Yes, with a prostitute. So yeah.
Okay, I kind of feel like I need to get this game.
It's actually a pretty good game. I enjoy enjoying it. It's a point and click investigation thing, but it's very well voice acted, and it's a lot of fun. I've put some clips in our Twitch Twitch channel video section, a few funny bits. Yeah, it's quite fun.
Yeah, maybe we should take some talk from the chat before we head off.
Yes.
Because it's about that time. Everyone, thank you for coming out.
Many thanks to you all. I also love how Merlin fan is like, "Oh, Galahad." Poor little Galahad. Well, I mean, he did kind of rock up like, "Yeah, I'm here to see my dad." And now that he's actually being acknowledged, it's kind of like, "Oh, I didn't plan this far ahead."
Well, I figure that in future I can deal with you meeting, your family.
Awkward reunion. Galahad will not experience a supper quite like it.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, Sheep.
Yes, I am glad that Sheep actually came to this and was also like, "Yeah, this is fun."
Oh, I should
Even
probably...
if Sheep's entire experience was watching Galahad go murderous over Saxons.
I should probably share the YouTube channel in the chat. For anyone who wants to get caught up. I don't want the subscribe, I just want the home.
And of course, we're working on our latest podcast too, which there's a couple of audio issues on it, which we discovered only after recording. So trying to fix that, which is why it's delayed far more than usual. Definitely got lazy while editing it. No,
So yeah, that's the YouTube channel. If anyone wants to check out the mini episodes, they're pretty good. If you need to get yourself caught up, you can also watch the whole 2 hours of us doing our thing. I tend to upload right after. So I imagine that Budwin is going to want to get involved and also get some people for the Hermitage before he puts it together.
Yeah, he's got a whole 5-year plan.
Excellent.
But of course, as
He is a
well, I
man with
think
a plan.
he needs to also on his mind that he's in want of a wife and an heir, so that he can retire from all this nightly business.
Character goals.
I do love how Sheep, of course, has said, "Hey, I'm a Lower Saxon." Entirely else. Galahad stares in confliction there. I love how this is going to turn into a joke of Galahad being like attempting to be God's holy knight, and then like anytime Saxons get brought up, he's like, "But the thing is, though." Sorry to ask, but I remember someone is an Arthurian author here. Ooh. Think someone else is up here.
Yes, it's me. It's called The Forgotten Sister. So it's kind of a retelling of the story of King Arthur set from the point of view of Elaine, Arthur's sister, who she kind of doesn't get a look in normally. And there's also the sequel slash no, wouldn't say sequel, but like companion novel, The Forbidden Sister, which is set from Morghosa's point of view. And all being well, The Jealous Brother, which is going to be set from Kay's point of view, is going to be out in the autumn. Fingers crossed. And thank you for the link.
I'm excited about it because it sounds like you're gonna have a sassy K, and I like a sassy K.
Oh, he's very, very sassy. I mean, he's got too much sass. That might be part of his problem. I was doing editing the other day and I was like, oh, will people like him? Or will they just think that he just whinges about everything?
Like I said, I love me a sassy K, so like I don't know if you've gotten a lot of it from how I've been playing K with him like giving his son a glare when his son was like, "No, I'm good to stay here instead of going out questing, Dad." He was just like, "Ah, child." So, yes. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to The Jealous Brother.
Hopefully it lives up to the hype. And hopefully I don't get accused of just rewriting my first book again.
No.
Well, he's putting out versions of the story from other people's points of view as a supplementary to the main book. So
yeah, and this one kind of we get to see a lot more of Arthur's rise to power, and kind of his childhood, and just into kind of what was going on in the country, because Elaine spent more of her time kind of at court, whereas Kay kind of goes out and about a bit, much to his displeasure because he is not fond of traveling.
And so somebody was like, "This is just the Forgotten Sister from Morgoth's point of view," when he came to his second book, and I'm like, "That's the point. That's the point."
I know as well. I also got the guy who he wrote me like a really kind of I'm at loss for words, but he was basically like there's a not a major character in the Forbidden Sister who's gay, and then kind of is a minor character in the Forgotten Sister, but it is an important plot point. It enables a lot of the story, and was like, oh, just putting gay characters in, like thinks he's so edgy, and then having swearing as well, and I was like, pretty sure people were gay and swore. in those days. But also on top of that, like, it is historical fantasy, so I am allowed to take liberties.
Yeah.
But I wrote him like kind of a response to his review, like a very much like, thank you for your feedback, and I think he ended up feeling bad and taking it down.
Oh. Yeah, I'm a little sad that we're coming to the end of the Pendragon stuff because I think that I'm at the point where I'm getting it like perfectly down, and now we're coming to an end.
But we'll get a break. It's like our mid-season finale next week, and then we can pick up again with like a new arc.
Yeah. Some new stuff for you guys to do. So, I guess unless anybody else has anything else to say.
Doesn't look like anything as of yet.
Got a copy of Crowfield Curse. The Crowfield Curse. I have not heard of that book. Well, I'd like to say good night to everyone.
Yes, good night, and thank you all for watching us once more.
Thanks for watching.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.